We're at Loyac in France. It's round 7 of the 2013 Rallycross RX Championship. We're going to introduce a new idea, which is Rxtech. We want you to be able to send your questions in, ask technical questions, whether they're really simple or really technical. And we're going to start with a look at some tyres. And I'm joined by Timmy Hansen, who's currently second in the championship. So Timmy, first of all, this tyre in the middle is a slick tyre.
Yeah, it's called a slick, but it has some cut in it. It has less anti-regulation.
And how many compounds is this available in? We hear about compounds in sport. Is it soft and medium or hard? Or?
Yeah, there are a range of compound options, but everyone uses the Cooper tyre at all, to be honest, because it's a far better tyre, and the softer one is a really good choice.
Now, in terms of tyres per weekend, if you're using a soft tyre, I imagine you get through them quite quickly, but you're only allowed 8 tyres per weekend.
We just allowed 8 dry tyres per weekend, and it's quite hard sometimes to get them to last, especially for the drivers who have a more aggressive driving style and slides more. Obviously that wears the tyre out quicker. So you've got to plan it well, and usually what people do is, because there's so many points given to you after the intermediate classification, then you need to be high up there to also have a good place in the semi-final. So you use one set for the practice. You have 2 because otherwise you don't run. And stay with the same set on the Saturday, change for heats 3 and 4 on the Sunday, and use a new set there, and then you see what you got after that. Put together a really nice set with you put them together from the 2 sets and get the set you start the semi-final with.
Now, in terms of the tyres, I mean, this one here is a used tyre. This is a little bit more worn. On a supercar, which is 4-wheel drive, of course, how do you choose where the tyres go? I mean, do you just run them on the front or the rear? Do you rotate them?
We rotate them a bit, yeah, especially when they get really worn. There is a limit when they start to get quite bad, and here in Loyac, for example, you want the front left to always be great, but it also wears very quickly. So the rear right and the front left would swap places after a while.
Okay, and if it rains, we've had decent weather this weekend, but we have had some clouds about. If it rains, we go to a wet tyre here, a full wet. What's the difference with this, and how do you deal with how many of those you get in a weekend?
We get 8 tyres also in rain, that we register before we even start. There are a range of options of rain tyres that are all quick. The difference with this tyre, the Cooper tyre, that I've chosen to register, is that it gives you a little bit more grip when you go over the limit. For example, in the first corner when you get a big hit, I have the chance to repair it, rather than the ones to choose Michelin or Pirelli, for example. When that tyre goes over the limit, you've lost it.
Okay, so quite technical stuff. Tyres, anything else you've got a technical question about, give us a shout on Twitter, #Rxtech, and we'll try and get your questions answered for you.